Hi, this is Spencer Colgan. Welcome to Spencer Colgan's Wallpaper. I'm going to show you how to do a splice on luxury vinyl. Luxury vinyl is a little temperamental. In many ways, it's really good. The shell of it presses down nicely, and you can mend the seams together with your thumbs. But I would say that it's almost like a very thin marshmallow. When I press on this, I can feel it's going down about 1/8 of an inch, which makes your seams really forgivable when you're dealing with this stuff. The negative side of it is it's extremely susceptible to tearing. If you should over manipulate this stuff, the directions say to soak this for 12 minutes. They're dead wrong. If you soak this for 12 minutes, I'm telling you, just holding it like this, the weight of it, a long sheet will tear this paper and ruin it. So you need to have the backing fully constituted, meaning don't compromise the strength of it by wetting it down with too much glue and letting it book too long. Okay, now, how to splice it. What do we mean by splice? Well, this is very expensive stuff. We just cut a nearly 16-foot length of the wallpaper and we came up short. Rather than throw it out and get a sheet long enough to accommodate the ceiling, we're going to do a splice on the end of the ceiling. So I'm going to take a piece of wall covering and match up the existing and overlap it approximately 2 inches, and then cut that overlap apart and come up with a new seam. Let me show you what I mean. So to make it easy, before we glued it, I put the blue tape near the blue tape to show you which side goes where. Okay, so you want to save as much time as you can on these projects. Okay, we're matching the seam up with the pattern. You can see what I'm doing here. I'm simply matching up all of the little figures in the pattern. The little lines, the flowers, whatever this is. Okay, this is all scrap. This is all gonna get thrown out. It's just extra. Need a nice spatula or smoother, nice clean rag. I wanna push out the air bubbles right now. Get the glue off the wall covering. Push this stuff gently into the seam. Remember, it's luxury vinyl. If you ever hang it, if you're heavy-handed, you'll find out right away how weak it's constituted. All right, now I'm matched up perfectly here. These seams tend to stand out proud. And so what do I mean by that? The roll of the wallpaper is about 20-something feet. The piece of wallpaper that's on the inner circle is more compressed than the wallpaper on the outer part of the circle. So the paper that comes from the inner part of the roll tends to be flatter. And so you'll see that differential in leveling when you open the wall covering and put it up against a sister sheet. You'll see that the seam, what's going on here? It simply means that the wallpaper was a little more compressed as compared to the sister sheet. And to even out the playing field, you just flatten it out with this. You go over your seams with this until they are completely the same. Okay, now to the splicing. We want to find our overlap. Where does the wallpaper, where is our splice going to be? Somewhere up at around here. All right? And I really want to get the same pattern in the same place as the one under it. So if this is this round thing, the paper underneath it also has to have this round thing directly underneath it if the wallpaper is going to meet up properly. So you want to do that. Make it nice and flat. Get any air pockets out of the way. Okay? Well, I'm convinced that it's all the same. Now I'm going to take a sharp spatula, or what's called a taping knife. This is a 12-inch taping knife. And I'm going to press it into the wall covering, making an impression for the seam. I have a newly cut blade on my knife. If you don't use a fresh cut, you're not going to get a fresh cut on the paper. Okay? Here is, I don't know if you can see, that's where this paper overlaps with this one. Okay, so let's do it. I'm looking for the right place to do it. All right. I'm picking a part of the pattern where it will be least seen. All right? Because that's what I want to do. All right, let's go with this. I'm pushing it in. Quick cut. Nice. All right. Okay. Let's see how I did. Remember I said this wallpaper is very sensitive, very susceptible to tearing. It's just the way it is. Here's our excess that we're cutting away. And here is our new seam. All right, let's see if we could do this nice. Anything else under there? Yep. Out of here. We don't need this. This is our scrap. Now here's our new seam. Put this right up against here. And if I did a great job, this should look like a brand new piece of wallpaper that you can't tell was spliced. How do you like it so far? You gotta finesse it. Now, if you think I did a good job, I have to tell you that the wallpaper is extremely cooperative. This stuff will let you cut it and let you put it back into, it kind of like reforms itself, all right? We're nowhere near done. If you're seeing a black line, believe me, that is not going to be there when I'm done. Okay. Let's put it back in place here. Can I have the rag? El trapo? I'll hold the phone. Let's clean it up now and see how you like it. Thank you. What we have here is a little of the paper coming out of the seam. Treat the seam like any other. Push that seam down. Okay. Now, we have a saturation mark at the seam. The paper underneath it is wet, and it's showing itself to be wet right in the seam. Okay, we can't pull on that. Push up so as not to pull away from the seam. we're putting crown molding up on top of the wallpaper. If you don't know what crown molding is, it goes from here onto the ceiling. So the edges do not have to be perfect, but if the edges were not finished, meaning not finished with trim, what I would do is run a bead of white caulking against these seams. Okay? And there you have it. There's our new mended seam. Give that a few minutes to, well, give that an hour or so to dry, and it'll look like just the rest of the seams here. This is Spencer Colgan. Thanks for watching Spencer Colgan's Wallpaper. I'll see you on the next one. Subscribe to our channel, click on like. Thank you.